Wrist shot by Chimera. Slides free, and now it's loose. Chimera scores! Jason Chimera, off a miscue by the Rangers, completes the Capitals' miracle on 34th Street. They rally from 3 goals down and win this game in overtime.
Steve Kolbe, the call on Federal News Radio in Washington.
That pass never got through, and here comes Ovechkin. He leads the charge one-on-one, sidesteps a check, and scores! Alex Ovechkin slips past Andreas Lulia. What a goal by the captain, and the Capitals even the score. It's tied at 1. Here's a backhander score! A backhander that finds a hole of Curtis McElhaney, and Alexander Semin is the cat in the hat. He rips it past McElhaney late here in the third, and Alexander Semin has given the Capitals a 7-6 lead, and he is the Mad Hatter. Jason Arnott with nearly 310 career power play points as the puck top of the circle takes the slap shot knocked away with under a minute to go in the period. Arnott again, tries it again, scores! Jason Arnott from the left point, blasted by Corey Crawford, and the Capitals have a late lead. It's 2-1 on the power play goal. Arnott has it now, Semin, a one-timer, scores! Alexander Semin in overtime with 1:36 to play, and the Capitals have claimed game number 1. Loose puck left wing corner as the Capitals skate right to left here in the first. Centering feed for Fowler, denied! What a save by Semyon Varlamov as Cam Fowler came sneaking from the right point right down the center, and Semyon Varlamov slams the door.
So on to the Bell Center we go, and with the call, Steve Kolbe, Iceman.
Jonathan, welcome back inside the Geico broadcast booth, where this 6-game road trip will come to an end right where it began here at the Bell Center. The Capitals 3-2 on this road trip, averaging 2.6 goals per game, but their goals against average in that time 2.1. And the Capitals have a goaltending nightmare for a head coach, or maybe a blessing. Semyon Varlamov, Michael Neuvirth, and now Braden Holtby recalled again from the American Hockey League. And Braden Holtby, who didn't arrive here to Montreal until 2 in the morning, will get the call. Welcome back inside the Geico broadcast booth. Steve Kolbe alongside Bruce Devine. Happy that you are as well, where tonight's starting lineups are being brought to you by Ticketmaster, the official ticket resale partner of the Capitals, and your source to buy and sell tickets to all Capitals games and all events in the Washington, D.C. area. In goal for the Capitals, Braden Holtby. His record this season, 9-2-2, with a goals against average of 1.95 for the Capitals. He is backed up by Semyon Varlamov. In goal for Montreal, Carey Price, 34, 26, and 6. His goals against average, 2.40, a save percentage of 92%. He is backed up by Alex Auld. Up front for the Capitals, Eric Fehr, Brooks Lake, and Matt Hendricks. On the point, Dennis Weidman and Jeff Schultz. For Montreal to start, Benoit Pouliot, David Desharnais, and Ryan White. Brent Sopel and Paul Mara are the starting defensemen. Face off in the neutral zone here between Brooks Lake and David Desharnais, and game on between the Capitals and Montreal. The Canadiens off the face-off collected, but now turn it over and scrambling for it near side. Hendricks trying to sweep it ahead, but can't. Knocked away to Benoit Pouliot at his own blue line, and Pouliot just out to center, taken back by Hendricks, weaving to his left side and fires one high off the glass. Backhand shot knocked away. Schultz will keep it inside the zone. A wrister from there. Brooks like a centering feed to Matt Hendricks, and that was taken away. Out to center, Desharnais down the right wing. Desharnais over the line, looks to center for Benoit Pouliot. He takes a bump from behind by Dennis Weidman. Weidman ties up Pouliot, and Brooks Lake takes the puck. Just underway, 45 seconds into this opening period, no score. Happy you could join us for Capitals hockey off the blocker pad of Braden Holtby here, as Montreal will send it in, but they are offside. Capitals entering today's game with a record of 43, 22, and 10, 96 standings points in the Eastern Conference. Montreal 40, 28, and 7, good enough for 87 points in the East. Alexander Semin, Nicholas Backstrom, and Marco Sturm across the front of the Capitals' top line. As Sturm gets a chance on the left wing with the big guns here. Face-off just outside the Capitals' blue line. One back to Karlsson. He'll rip it left side towards Sturm. It goes off his stick and right to PK Subban. Subban across to his partner Hal Gill. Gill, right wing side for Travis Moen. Moen scored a goal from a severe angle against Braden Holtby the last time the Capitals were here in Montreal last week. And the Capitals still came back and won the game by the final count of 4-2. Here out to center, and with it, Backstrom alongside Sturm. Backstrom takes the shot. Sturm the rebound. He scores! Marco Sturm on the putback after Nicholas Backstrom's shot was turned away by Carey Price, and the Capitals jump out to an early 1-0 lead in Montreal. Price made the save with that right arm, but kicked it right out to Marco Sturm. And for Sturm, his 5th goal of the season overall, his first in a Capitals uniform in 13 games. That play developed quickly from the neutral zone. Sturm touched it off to Backstrom, and Backstrom led the charge.
Son 5e de la saison compté par le numéro 18. Goal for the Capitals, his 5th of the season, scored by number 18, Marco Sturm. Avec l'aide du numéro 19, assisted by number 19, Nicholas Backstrom. Et du numéro 27 to number 27, Carl Alsner.
Time of the goal, 1:24 of this opening period, and the Capitals out in front. Loose puck deep in Montreal territory. Scott Gomez trying to tie it up for Mike Knuble. Knuble around the wall, near side corner. Knuble works it back behind the net, goes beyond the reach of Marcus Johansson, having a great rookie season. Johansson 12 goals and 26 points. Away from Johansson, gets it back to Chimera. His shot off the blocker pad of Carey Price and back behind the Montreal net. The Capitals have the first 3 shots on goal of this contest. Andrei Kostitsyn tries to center, intercepted from there, and the Capitals work it away out to neutral ice. Here it deflects up into the crowd, and that becomes a souvenir, and will stop the action and us as well. A fast-paced first period, and Marco Sturm quickly giving the Capitals a 1-0 lead. His first goal in a Washington sweater. We've got more to come on the Capitals Hockey Network.
Hi, this is Bruce Boudreau, and you're listening to the Washington Capitals Radio Network.
Capitals head coach Bruce Boudreau placing Marco Sturm on his top line along with center Nicholas Backstrom and right winger Alexander Semin. It pays off early as Backstrom and Alsner help set up Marco Sturm for the only goal of the game so far. That's where it stands, 1-0. Welcome back inside the Geico broadcast booth. Steve Kolbe alongside Bruce Devine. A tangle back behind the Capitals net and a holding call on the way. And for the second time tonight, the Capitals are going to have a power play.
Montreal penalty number 46, 2 minutes for holding.
Referees for tonight's game are Kelly Sutherland and Dan O'Rourke. The linesmen are Derek Nansen and Steve Miller. Sutherland was one of the referees last night in Ottawa along with Stéphane Auger. Face off right side of Carey Price, and off the draw it's back behind the net, ripped around the boards by Hal Gill, can't clear it. Kept inside the zone by Weidman. Now an outlet feed to Travis Moen. Moen has a step on Weidman, cutting in, and Weidman able to take out the angle and cut him off of the pass. Good hustle by Dennis Weidman as PK Subban was able to spring Travis Moen, who has scored 1 shorthanded goal this season. Backstrom works it down the left wing wall. Into the corner now, Brooks Laich. Laich has scored all 4 of his power play goals this season on the road. He'll hand it off to Backstrom. Now inboard Semin. Out of his reach. Weidman able to keep it inside the offensive end on the left side. Near point, it's Fair. Fair the handoff. Near corner boards. Alexander Semin works away from a check. Now met by Desharnais. Semin between the circles with a nifty move, and he had it swatted away by Subban. Semin, rink wide pass to Backstrom. He'll shoot it wide. Bounds all the way back to Dennis Weidman. Weidman pressured by Brian Giunta. Still kept alive by Brooks Laich. Laich able to squirm away from a check. Now behind the net to Nicholas Backstrom. Giunta gets it back. Can't clear it. Weidman. Saucer pass to Fair. Top of the circle. And that one off the top end of the stick of netminder Carey Price. Carey Carey Price went down, and Eric Fair sent a knuckleball his way. That puck on the pass from Dennis Weidman was never settled by Eric Fair, who slapped at it as it was standing on end on the ice surface, and a knuckler toward Carey Price that hit him in the butt end of the stick and then went up and out of play. That inch of lumber between the Capitals and a 2-0 lead. Centering pass by Knuble. Weidman takes it now. Weidman, the handoff from Marcus Johansson, shoots on goal. Rebound bounced off the pad of Carey Price. 30 seconds to go on the Capitals power play. 1-0 Washington on the goal by Marco Sturm nearly midway through this opening period now. Fast and furious from the Bell Center outlet feed, and here come the Capitals. Marcus Johansson, hip check to the line, got it back to Weidman. Weidman takes a gamble down the near side, centering feed, and a wrister that goes wide of Carey Price. Goes back down the ice, and here come the Capitals. Maybe one more rush here. Knuble crossing feed, and it's kicked away by Price. Plekanec able to flip it by John Carlson. A 2-on-1 here for Montreal, led by Plekanec. Centering feed, and a wrist shot by Andre Kostitsyn goes wide of Braden Holtby. Centering pass, Holtby goes down, and the Capitals are forced to ice the puck. Andre Kostitsyn fresh out of the penalty box, joining that rush with Thomas Plekanec. It became a nod-man rush, a 2-on-1 chance for Montreal, and now Mike Knuble having a discussion with one of the referees. Transition play after Carey Price made the save. Knuble's pass was right on target, and the wrist shot was kicked out by Carey Price, and Montreal quickly looking ahead to make the transition through center, and that's exactly what they did. And Thomas Plekanec using his speed to set up Andre Kostitsyn. Braden Holtby limbering up those arms inside the goal crease as the Capitals win the faceoff. Here's John Carlson out to center. Working left to right. Carlson the handoff. Marcus Johansson can't pull the trigger. And Montreal ahead for Lars Eller. Eller acquired from St. Louis. That deal sent their playoff hero Yaroslav Halak into the Midwest. Around the net, and Boyd Gordon out to center. Bradley had it taken away by Ryan White, the rookie. White knocked it free to PK Subban. Big year for him, 35 points, including 11 goals. Just had a hat trick in Minnesota against the Wild in the Canadiens' 8-1 win. Big check on the end board. John Erskine now. Some rough stuff back behind the net. Pass out to center, Matt Bradley can't sidestep the linesman near side. Now it's dropped back to Hannon. Hannon sends it across. Ripped in by John Erskine. He's averaging 15 minutes of ice time per game. It's all the way around the boards and out to center. 1-0. The Capitals have the edge. Marco Sturm has the only goal. For Sturm, his 5th goal of the season, and his first for the Caps, his 3rd point in a Washington sweater. Chipped off the boards near side and beyond the reach of Paul Mara. Mara back inside his own zone with 8:40 to play. In this opening period, the Capitals going left to right. Their road white sweaters, blue pants, red numbers, white helmets, and socks in red, white, and blue. Down the far boards, Brian Giunta. His centering pass knocked away by Jeff Schultz. Taken back by Brooks Laich. Laich spinning with it inside his own zone. He'll drop it off to Olsner, and Olsner sends it away to Laich. Brooks Laich down the right wing into the corner boards, and he's met by the towering Hal Gill. Gill sends it around. And back behind for PK Subban, who got it out to center. That's going to be an offside whistle against the Capitals as it is over and back across the blue line. 1-0 Caps with 8:12 to play in the opening period. We've got much more to come on the Capitals Hockey Network. Leno winding into center to pick it up. Swerving right down the center between the circles, and he fires forehand. He scores! And Matt Hendricks will take the shot for the Caps. Hendricks with speed, bearing down on Boucher. He takes the fake, a backhander, scores! Matt Hendricks, a little shake and bake between the circles, and this shootout is tied 1-1. And now the pressure shifts from Michael Neuvirth down to Brian Boucher. And Alexander Semin will take the shot for the Caps. Remember, all 25 of his regulation and overtime goals have been scored in wins. Can he do it here in the shootout? Semin with speed down between the circles. A backhander scores! A backhander by Alexander Semin. And the Capitals go 3 for 3 in the shootout. And they knock off the Flyers in the shootout by the final score of 5-4. And the Capitals do pick up the extra point in the standings. I'm Steve Kolbe on the Capitals Radio Network.